Hi, good afternoon. My name is Andrew, and I will be doing my informative speech on the inspirational Jackie Robinson. A quote once said by Goldstein of the New York Times, and also said by Jackie Robinson himself, "This ain't fun, but you watch me, I'll get it done." That quote represents to me that Jackie Robinson had one goal in mind, and he accomplished that. Jackie Robinson was the first African American athlete to play in the major leagues in baseball. He led a path for all other African American athletes so that they can participate in worldwide sports, not just in baseball. Jackie Robinson crossed the color line in baseball. As a player, he was very respectful, and he represented baseball and the baseball culture in a very respectable way. Jackie Robinson, he was a very important person, and he changed people's views of African American people and what they can accomplish. He opened the door for not only athletes in baseball, but in many other things. And even at a young age, Jackie Robinson, he was a symbol of the civil rights leader back in the 60s, because even though he didn't, many people they had very much inspiration and they believed in Jackie Robinson. And in his college career, he played for two colleges. And according to Hilton's research, Jackie Robinson played for the Pasadena City Community College team and also for UCLA. And in his early life, he was born and raised in Georgia, and then he moved to Pasadena, California with his mother. And he attended two colleges, which was Pasadena and UCLA. And he did not just play baseball, he also played basketball, football, and also track and field. And he also enlisted in the Army in 1947. And due to discrimination of a fellow Army member, he was discharged. For example, whenever he played, he was received with racial slurs or phrases whenever he was on or off the field. But Jackie Robinson, he didn't let that get to him. And even though Jackie Robinson was received by those, he had his mindset on one thing, and that was to play in the majors, and he did accomplish that. Before Jackie Robinson played in the majors, he played in the Negro Leagues. And based on Damien's research, the Negro Leagues were treated very badly and without not much respect. And also Jackie Robinson was portrayed as a civil rights leader. And at the end of his career, people started to believe in him, and they saw Jackie Robinson as a sign of hope and inspiration. It was Jackie Robinson's white teammates that actually stood up for him during a baseball game, and by doing that, they changed the future forever, because by doing that for him, it opened the door for African American people to play whatever sport that they wish to in any other race or culture. Jackie Robinson, even though he played in the majors, he was a really good player, and he accomplished many things, and these are some of his accomplishments. That he was the league rookie of the year in 1947, and he was the National League MVP. And he also made the All-Star team 6 years in a row, and he led the Dodgers to 6 World Series, but only 1 World Series was won, and that was only in a 10-year span. And to conclude and to wrap this up, Jackie Robinson, he became a civil rights leader, and he led a path for the future that all different races and cultures could play whatever sport they choose to. And he was very successful and overcame many obstacles and challenges throughout his life. And he accomplished many things, and it created a legacy for himself. And till this day, people wear, in the majors, they wear number 42 to represent Jackie Robinson Day. And I leave you today by saying that it shouldn't matter what color we are or what race, and we are all human beings, and we deserve the same respect and dignity. Thank you, Jackie Robinson.